In the shopping mall, I was unexpectedly struck by a crystal chandelier that fell. I was covered in blood. Just then, I saw my husband and his first love passing by. She merely glanced at me. My husband pulled her along and said, "Don't pay any attention. She won't die so easily." I returned home, my body covered with injuries, only to find a sexy lace underwear in the bedroom. I threw the lace underwear into the trash and called him. I said, "Xavier, let's get a divorce." "Grace, you're crazy. Just because I didn't take you to the hospital personally, you want a divorce?" Xavier Walsh's angry voice came from the microphone. "Yes, since you and Nicole are so deeply in love, I'll help you too." Before hanging up the phone, I heard Nicole Phillips' coquettish voice. She said, "Who is it, Xavier? It's so late. Go take a shower." Then the call was ended. The phone slipped from my hand. I burst into tears. This weekend, I had originally wanted Xavier to accompany me to buy some clothes, but he said he had to work overtime today and asked me to go shopping alone. But it just so happened that as I was strolling around, I was hit by a crystal chandelier that fell from the top floor. I ran into him passing by with his first love, Nicole. Nicole noticed me first. She looked at me in shock but was too frightened to come forward. Then she wanted to call for help, but Xavier pulled her away. Not only did he not help me, he also spoke so harshly to me. At that moment I was deeply disappointed. Later I passed out. It was the mall security who sent me to the hospital. The doctor said that although it was only a skin injury, I had lost a lot of blood and would have been in great danger if I had arrived a bit later. I had dozens of stitches on my back. But in a fit of rage I returned home, determined to file for divorce from Xavier as soon as possible. I didn't expect that he was still at Nicole's place so late, and he had no intention of coming back tonight. I fell asleep in a daze, suffering both physical and mental pain. When I woke up, it was already the next morning. Xavier came back for some reason. He stood in front of the bed, just looking at me quietly, with no expression on his face. I glanced at him and spoke coldly. "Aren't you spending time with your first love? What are you doing back here?" Xavier swallowed and murmured, "Yesterday. It just so happened that Nicole was in a bad mood, so she asked me to walk with her. Before we knew it, we ended up at the shopping mall. Believe me, I didn't intentionally leave you to go shopping with her." I said, "You didn't have enough shopping in the afternoon, so you even went to bed with her at night?" Xavier's face turned cold and he frowned. He said, "Grace, can you please stop being so unreasonable? Nicole twisted her ankle while shopping at the mall last night, so I sent her home. By the time I bought her some medicine and applied it, it was already very late. I was afraid that it would be inconvenient for her to be alone at night, so I stayed to take care of her." Looking at Xavier's righteous look, I sneered in my heart. Nicole sprained her foot, so he stayed and took care of her all night. I was hit by such a huge crystal chandelier and had dozens of stitches on my back, but until now he hadn't even asked me about it. Whenever I needed him, he would find all kinds of excuses to shirk his responsibilities. And as long as Nicole gave him a phone call or a message, he would be there for her. I didn't know what the point of having him as my husband was after 3 years of marriage. Perhaps sensing my anger, Xavier calmed down, took out a jewelry box from his pocket and placed it on the bedside table. "Here, see if you like it." Looking at the familiar jewelry box, I suddenly remembered something. I opened it casually and was stunned. This was the pearl necklace he bought for Nicole when they were shopping together today. Last night, I saw her showing off this necklace on her Instagram. He always tries his best to please me, even if I don't like it. He is just an unhandy man who only loves me. The accompanying picture was this identical necklace. It turned out that it was something she didn't want anymore, so he gave it to me. I sneered and picked up the lace underwear that I had thrown into the trash can last night. I wrapped up the necklace and handed it to Xavier. I said, "Please return these 2 things to her. I don't like things that have been used by others." Xavier froze instantly. He gritted his teeth, picked up the 2 things and rushed out of the house. I struggled to get up, washed up and went to the company. My leader, Owen Brown, was shocked to see that I had a bandage on my head and bruises on my face. "Grace, what happened? Are you okay?" I forced myself to smile. "I'm fine. It's just a minor skin injury. It will be fine after a few days of swelling." "Mr. Brown, I'm here to talk to you about setting up a branch abroad, which you mentioned last time." Owen's eyes lit up. He said,